Welcome to the DFW Series. My name is Sean McAfee. I have been the organizer for the DFW Summer Series since 2013. I love riding bikes. I love racing. It's a pleasure getting to put together the DFW Summer Series for everybody each year. Today I am walking through an overview of the DFW Summer Series for 2022. For any registration links that are needed or additional information, go to dfwseries.com. Our race format. So the DFW Summer Series, it is a high-octane, short-track, cross-country racing. We throw down pretty much every Thursday night over the summer in McKinney, Texas at Erwin Park. We have family-friendly and beginner-friendly events. We're doing our best to try to cater to everybody, give something of all skill levels and age groups something to do. Races are mass start, but they are broken down by category. So no matter your experience level, there should be a skill-appropriate category for all juniors, women, and men. And we've got an open category for single speed and e-bike. We have 10 races as part of the 2022 DFW Summer Series. The best 6 races will count towards your series results. We'll have a category championship for each one of our defined categories, as seen above. Start times will be juniors at 6 p.m., women at 6:30 p.m., men single speed and e-bike at 7:15 p.m. Those will start individually. Each category within one of those will be broken down or gapped by 1 minute. So there will be a 1 minute gap between, for say, the men beginner versus the men's intermediate. So the course for the DFW Series, we have, through 9 years, we've done a lot of cool things with racing at Erwin Park. Our current course is something I'm really proud of. It is custom made for some Type 2 enjoyment. It's 2.7 miles of single track with about 100 feet of elevation gain per lap. Not as flat as a lot of people would think. The course is laid out with a lot of wide passing lanes. We want to make sure that we have plenty of passing opportunities to keep things safe for everyone. This is very fast, open, flowing single track. It's great for beginner and intermediate racers. For our elite racers, push it as hard as you can. It is a great test of fitness. So new for 2022, we talked about it a minute ago, but we have categories for single speed and class 1 e-bike. These are going to be open categories, meaning that they are available for men or women. You will race as just an open category. There are no gender divisions there. For e-bike racers, this is going to be restricted to class 1 e-bikes only. If you show up with a class 2 or 3 e-bike, you will be asked not to race. So, class 1 e-bikes only. It is the racer's responsibility to adhere to that rule. No transfers or refunds. Want to take just a second to recognize a few of the sponsors that are making all of this happen. This is a true grassroots community project, and we've got so many people in the background doing a lot of work to make this thing happen. I'm just blessed to be the guy that's the ringleader of the circus. So Nucleo Financial from Salina, Texas, thank you for believing in what we're doing out here. Carl and Julie Varial of the Varial Real Estate Group, thank you guys for supporting grassroots racing. Rusty's Body Works out of Farmersville, Texas, thank you for replacing my broken window after I busted it out with some handlebars. And also thank you for supporting our races. Anissa and Restorative Function Massage, thank you, and also congratulations on your engagement. I've known Anissa for almost 15 years now, I think, almost as long as I've known my wife. And she is absolutely the person to go see for solving your body's minor aches and pains. Take recovery seriously if you want to perform your best. That is advice that I should follow myself. So, anyway, we will cover some other sponsors here in a second, but thank you guys thank you to those sponsors up front. You guys are doing, we don't talk about you enough. I'm sorry, there's only so much time in the day, and I keep meaning to do more for y'all, and I am falling a little bit behind on that, but thank you. So unfortunately, sponsorships don't cover everything. We do still have some registration fees. We have 2 registration fees or schedules for this year's races, pre and late registration. Our goal is to keep these races as affordable as possible for the whole family. If you're a junior's parent, please consider jumping in to race with the men's or women's fields. Having a full field of racers in the adult leagues is what helps us offer free racing for our juniors. So we'll have, as I said, we have 2 different periods for registration, pre-registration and late registration. Pre-registration will be available until Tuesday of race week. So our first pre-registration cutoff for week number 1 will be this following Tuesday, and it's at Tuesday. So 11:59 p.m. on Monday night is your last opportunity to sign up during pre-registration. As soon as that calendar says Tuesday, the rate goes up. So pre-register in advance. Adults, it's only $25. We have maintained a very low price point. Like we said, we're trying to keep this very family friendly and cost affordable to come out on a weekly basis and have a lot of fun. Juniors under 13 continue to be free. So thank you guys for continuing to bring your kids out, to introduce them to the sport that we all love. That makes so much of a difference. So that's our pre-registration period until Tuesdays of race week. Late registration, this is going to be a little bit of a new one. We are trying to incentivize people to register in advance so that we can get all of the back-end work that's on the software side done. We've got some new software on the timing side, and we're making some adjustments, so bear with us as we do that, and this is all to try to help smooth out that process. So late registration is going to be defined as Tuesday through Thursday at noon of race week. The noon cutoff is going to be each week for that day's race. Please ensure that you register before noon. There is no on-site registration. It does not exist. If you show up at 6 p.m. trying to enter the men's race at 7:15 and you have not registered, we will be said, I'll probably ask you to come back next week. And that's for me really unfortunate. So, no on-site registration. All registration is going to cut off at noon on Thursday, race day. Whew. Take a little drink of coffee here. So, volunteer help. Like I've mentioned, this is a community-run project. We are looking for some additional help for certain. Putting on this type of event takes a lot of manpower. We still have some volunteer roles to fill, specifically race day setup from 3 to 5 p.m., as well as race day cleanup from 8 p.m. until 8:45 p.m. If you're racing and you can help us with one of those, particularly the post-race cleanup and taking all of the tape down across the entire course, that is so appreciated. We want to make sure that we're leaving Erwin Park in great conditions. There are some places where we do get allowed to leave up some tape week to week, but it should never be strung across the course or something like that. We've missed it in the past. We want to be better about that. So please help us out post-race with the post-event cleanup. Just taking down tape, making sure everything is clean at the park before we leave. We've also got a need for just a dedicated scoring assistant, somebody who can sit next to me in the timing booth and write down numbers on a weekly basis. If you are a juniors parent and you've got the availability to help from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m., that's when I need that scoring assistant. I need somebody who can be sitting there and marking down numbers and helping me with the timing system on a weekly basis. That would be a huge help. That is something that is a pressing need. Somebody who can commit for the entire 10-week schedule. So, a video and a photography assistant. We have got Jordan. Jordan Long from Red Family MTB, who is doing all of our photography for the summer. He should have some amazing shots of all of our racers after each event. We've got a place on our website where those photos will be linked. Please consider purchasing a photo from him. But I'm also looking for somebody who can assist with just getting some video footage across the trail, people on the bike. If you guys want to wear a GoPro as you race and send me footage, that would be amazing. We're trying to do a little bit more to promote what we're doing out here. And especially with video content, because juniors, that's kind of the direction that we're looking is to grow, is with this family-friendly atmosphere. And we want to help create some really cool family-friendly videos that help showcase what we're doing with the DFW Summer Series. So a video assistant, somebody who can help us do that, would be mega helpful. So all of our volunteers, if you volunteer, we'll give you some swag. It's not much, but it's an honest day's work, right? So help us out if you can. We definitely can use the help with the setup and cleanup. Just a couple other things. Number plate mounting. We've touched on this every year, but continue to do so. So it is extremely important that number plates are mounted correctly. The number plates are equipped with an RFID chip. Always place the number plate on top of the cables. Do not have them touching the head tube, and never, ever bend, fold, or alter the number plate in any way. Incorrect number plate mounting can result in disqualification or voided times. That is a pretty stout rule, okay? We take things pretty seriously on this because everything is chip timed, and we ask that you just please help us out. Mounted on top of the cables. If you have any questions about how to do so, go see our Race HQ. We'll be happy to help you mount that number plate in a place that hopefully is not causing any errors. So you can see right here, I've got a number plate that's shown. It's on top of the cables and in front of the fork, not touching anything. Simple to do. Help us out with that. Last point, time cuts. This is an unlikely scenario. I'm going to cover it anyway. Most cross-country races are kind of an all-day affair. If you go to like a typical timber race, they've got categories stretched out from like 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. It's a long day. We're packing everything into about 2 hours, so we have to make some time cuts somewhere. If a racer in a category takes longer than the time cut allows, we will ask them to exit the course. We have not had a big issue with this in the past. I don't expect this to be a big issue this year either, but I wanted to just cover it just in case. For juniors, that time cut is 40 minutes. For women, that time cut will be 50 minutes, and for men, that time cut is going to be 65 minutes. The Elite Men is the longest race that we have at 10.8 miles. Generally, if you are in the elite category, you should be able to cover 10.8 miles of Erwin within that 65 minutes. I would say our podium is somewhere around the 42 to 48 minute range. And most guys are probably somewhere in that 50 to 55 range. So that's the longest race we've got. Our women, the elite women sometimes may get close to that 7:15, 7:20 mark, but generally we've got enough time for everybody there. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me. Once again, it's a huge thank you to the sponsors who are making all of this possible. To our bike shop sponsors, who I haven't talked about yet. These guys are donating gift cards for the podium. They're helping out as volunteers at different places. Bike Mart, you guys are about to open your 7th location here in the Metroplex. It's amazing. It's right down the road from me here in Frisco. Can't wait until that opens right next to the Frisco Trail. Velo Republic up in Denton, Texas. Thank you guys for all that you're doing. Thank you for the sponsorships with gift cards for the series. We really appreciate the help. Cadence Cyclery, 3 locations, one in downtown McKinney, over there in Highland Village, and in Keller. Man, thank you guys. These Cadence Cyclery has been a part of the DFW series since year number 1. So has Bike Mart. So has Sun and Ski. And, we're so thankful for Valentine's Day, which we'll have coming up here. Cadence, thank you guys. To Sun and Ski Sports, the hot dog heroes of the event. We have tried for years to get food trucks out there, and you guys have generously donated to be like, hey, man, we're going to come out and cook hot dogs. And I love it. I think everybody else loves it, too. It is it's something that everybody, I think, looks forward to. So thank you guys for doing that. They've also donated tons of marking tape throughout the years, and, again, this year we've got some. That helps us so much. I mean, this is a pretty grassroots event, so thank you for any help that you guys can provide. And most importantly, thank you to some of our production partners, North Texas Cycling and North Texas NICA. Nothing says race day like Ricky Bobby on the mic and Mikey B mixing music. Check out everything that North Texas NICA is doing right now for middle school and high school athletes. They've got a wonderful inclusive space that, there's a place for everybody. Most high school sports and middle school sports are team-based. It's hard as an individual to find your place, but cycling is a very individual effort in a team-driven sport. And that's what North Texas Cycling is doing. They're making this accessible place for everybody to find a competitive edge, and it's awesome. I'm excited about what North Texas Cycling is doing. Thank you guys for all of the support with the Summer Series, the Winter Series, Rudolph's Revenge, and everything else in North Texas bicycling, man. Y'all are amazing. Thank you. Kevin Lee over at the Spinistry. Whew, man. Thank you, man, so much. It has been a wild ride since kind of picking everything back up last year. You have been there every step of the way for support. If you are interested in gravel racing, the Spinistry is the place to be. They have got some of the premier Texas gravel events going on. I think the next big one coming up is going to be the Midnight Massacre, I believe, scheduled in August, I think. And should have Hell of North Texas out in Paris, Texas, coming up fairly soon as well. And that's always a really good one. Takes advantage of part of the net trail. I've really enjoyed that particular race in the past. It's very flat, extremely fast. If you're looking for a first intro to gravel racing, the Hell of the North Texas is a really, really good one. So that's it for me. Thanks, everybody, for kind of tuning in and listening to me ramble about this thing that I love so much, and hopefully that you all love equally. So cannot wait to see everybody out at the DFW Summer Series this year. And if you have questions, shoot me a message, send me an email. Cannot wait to hear from you.